Did you know that 1 in 100 people are psychopaths? You could be a psychopath too. Here are the signs. Bad sense of smell. It turns out psychopaths may literally sniff the world differently. In an Australian study, 79 people with psychopathic traits were tested on identifying common smells: coffee, oranges, flowers, but they struggled with the task. Those who scored highest on psychopathy did the worst at telling the smells apart. Scientists suspect this happens because of weaker function in the brain's frontal lobe, which for psychopaths can worsen both social behavior, which makes them do all the evil stuff, and at the same time also the scent processing. Experts say that it's literally impossible to fake a sense of smell, so a weak nose could be a clue sometimes. You like bitter food. Do you love black coffee or tonic water? Well then I'm sorry, buddy. A study of 1,000 people found that those who preferred these foods were more likely to want to do evil things to other people. In fact, bitter taste is usually a sign for some really bad traits, like narcissism, Machiavellianism, sadism, and of course being a psycho too. On the other hand, the kinder and less horrible people tend to not like these tastes, but they actually like sweet and sugary foods. To figure out why this happens, we have to go back a few thousand years in history. Imagine you're a caveman. You figure out that this strange, colorful, poisonous fruit tastes bitter. So logically, from now on, you avoid bitter food. Your caveman cousin Bob, however, happens to be a little cuckoo in the head. Even though Bob is very much aware of the danger, Bob still decides to eat the fruit. Why? Well, since he's a little mentally messed up, he enjoys the rush and thrill from the danger. This is kind of the same thing that happens today with psychopaths and bitter food. They know about the bad taste, but they still decide to eat it. Hard to scare. Imagine you are in a room full of people. Suddenly, someone comes in and jump scares everyone in the room. Everyone gets scared, except for this one guy who didn't even flinch. Now, he may look cool and nonchalant at the moment, but his behavior says something else. He may be a psycho. Studies measuring the startle response, which is the little jump people do when they get scared, show that psychopaths are a lot less likely to get startled in situations like jump scares. This fits with their low anxiety and fearless personality. One reason for the lack of reaction is because the brain region that processes their fear, the amygdala, is either not developed or not active enough, which can also lead to other symptoms, such as being very aggressive. Studies on criminals with the psychopathy trait say that they literally don't react during unpleasant or even threatening situations. So, if someone seems too calm or non-reactive in places where most people would be scared, then this person is either very, very brave or something is deeply wrong with them. You are friends with your exes. In a survey of 800 people, those who were bigger psychopaths tended to stay friends with people they used to have a relationship with. This is because remaining friends with an ex may look like a mature thing to do. But according to research, a desire to stay close to former lovers is a red flag that shows a person could have some bad personality traits. The catch is, psychopaths don't typically stay friendly out of the goodness of their hearts, because I don't think they even have any goodness in their hearts, but they stayed friendly for selfish and evil reasons. They exploit the ex to get what they want. This could either be information that may be valuable to the psychopath, or even be a way of manipulating the ex into giving them money or other types of goods. Psychopaths are insanely good at superficial charm, which is a way of making them look genuine and sincere. Basically, they seem like they understand you or feel bad for you, but they just do this so they can manipulate you into getting what they want. This is why they are so good at maintaining these strategic friendships. Not yawning when others yawn. Look at this image, and this one too. Do you yawn when you see these? Most people do. Actually, the catching of yawns has to do with empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, and is also something that psychopaths don't typically have. Since they can't share the feelings of others, they lack the ability to yawn when they see others doing so. In one experiment, about 63% of normal people yawned contagiously, but those with high psychopathy scores were much more likely to resist yawning.